Okay, what's up, world? This is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and today we are talking about the 4 things you must have clarity on if you're going to grow your business and get customers. All right, so let's get into it real quick, okay? So at the beginning of a year, one of the things, because I've been doing some coaching and consulting, people been hitting me up like, hey, I want to kill it in 2019, and I'm like, listen, hold up. There's a couple things you need to have clarity on, and I'm going to break 4 of them down today, right? So get your paper, get your pen. Wait, this is paper and this is pen, right? So get your paper and then your pen, or go ahead and open up Evernote. You know, that's what I use. Like, my life is in Evernote right now and Slack. But get your stuff ready and let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. Again, this is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and we're gonna get it in, right? So I got my handy dandy presentation. Look at that, you boy got a presentation today. What? I've been kind of putting this thing together since I keep getting these questions. You know, I'm really kind of formulating this, what I call my business clarity workshop, right? So, this is one installment of the business clarity workshop. Okay. Hey, hi, Nigel. How you doing? So if you're growing your business in 2019, there's 4 areas you got to have clarity on, and we are going to get into it. So the first thing you have to do, right? So, let me go here. All right. So your declaration to the marketplace. I like to call it declaration to the marketplace because it's my show and I can call stuff whatever I want to call it. But no, I really think a person has to be clear or be able to articulate or declare to the marketplace a couple things, right? So this is where the clarity comes in. I think clarity creates focus, focus creates power, and power creates impact. You know what? I'm going to have to write that down. I'm going to have to write that one down. All right. So, the declaration to the marketplace. Check it out. Personal identity. So in my framework, I really believe you have to start with who. Yes, you have to start with who your customer is, but you also have to include who you are, right? Who you are. So in your declaration to the marketplace, we start with personal identity. My name is blank. Okay. Now this isn't hard, right? This isn't deep. This isn't hard. Put your name in the blank. Okay. Don't make it too difficult. My name is blank and I am a blank. To be or not to be? The being, no, listen. Keeping it simple. Don't go crazy. Well, really, what am I? I'm a father. I am a child of God. I am a this, or I am a business owner, or I am a sojourner of truth. Whatever. Listen. In the business context, okay, it's called a declaration to the marketplace. We're talking to the marketplace. Who are you in the marketplace? All right. Now, let me give a couple instructions on this. I am a blank and tell who you are. Now, some people, right, will have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things they are, right? I'm a this, and I'm a coach, and I'm a trainer, and I'm a singer, and I'm a writer, and I sell jewelry, and I coach people, and I blah, blah, blah. Listen. In this space, okay, I understand many things to all people. I get it. In this space, pick no more than 2. All right? I'll give you 2. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are multi-talented individuals, so I'll give you 2. I am a blank and blank. Okay? Go ahead and fill that in. Right. Now, once you are clear who you are, right, now you need to identify your audience, right? So I help blank, right? I help who? Who do you help? Who is it that you know what? If I had 5 or 10 or 1,000, if I had, I'm doing the Facebook Live, you know. Hey, yeah, I'm doing Facebook Live. Go ahead and hit me later. So, if you have 1,000 of these, how many? You will be great, right? So you help blank. Now, some people say, well, I have this person. I can help teachers. I can help preachers. I can help painters. I can help a whole bunch of people. I say, listen. For simplification, start with, I give this recommendation. Start with either your biggest paying clients, right? So start with your money or your credibility, right? Start with your money or your credibility. Hey, I help if your biggest contracts or your biggest customers or clients are in a certain niche, be like, hey, I help these people, right? Or start with your experience. Hey, I've been an architect for 30 years, so yes, I can help other people, but start with your experience, right? So in the audience identity, I help blank. Name an audience. Now in this one, I'm going to be a little gracious. I'll give you 5. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But don't list everything. So I had to really articulate and specify 5 too, because I used to say I help brick and mortar businesses or offline businesses. Hey, I help offline businesses. But then I start realizing a offline business doesn't necessarily call themselves an offline business, right? They're like, I'm a painter, or I have a childcare center, right? I'm like, you ain't online, you offline. I have offline businesses. So I had to start saying, okay, let me get specific and say who I am talking to specifically, right? The narrow bunches of people. So I'm going to give you mine after, but I don't want to lead the situation. I want you to answer the question. I help blank. Who do you help? You help coaches, right? You help CEOs. You help single parents, single moms. I help, retired veterans seeking to enter the workplace, whatever, right? Put it in there. All right. Again, this is clarity. Tell the marketplace who you help. I really believe, my favorite name in the whole world, is my name. I love hearing my name. No. My point is, most people love to hear their name, right? Most people, I don't want to say love to hear their name. Most people will pay attention when they hear their name, right? So I can be in a huge audience, and I hear somebody say, "Hey, Mr. Awesome." No, that's not what they say. I hear somebody say, "Hey, Lee," and I'm like, "Oh, what?" Somebody's calling my name, right? So when you identify who your audience is in your marketing, a person will say, "Oh, wait, did he say barbers? Yeah, that's me." You know what I'm saying? Or did he say? I left my boy. Did he say churches? Oh, that's me, right? So if you call people out, they hear it, right? So overhaul all the noise on the internet, all the other people. Hey, what? He said realtors? What? Let me pay attention to what he's talking about because he's talking to me. That's why you got to identify that audience and declare to the marketplace, here's who I'm talking to. All right. The next thing you need is what I call the proprietary process. I call it a proprietary process because I had to put a I call it a proprietary process because I had to put a proprietary name to the. No, I'm joking. So what's your process? I think everybody has to have a method or strategy to get results, right? So Russell Brunson made a whole lot of money, is making a whole lot of money by teaching this proprietary process called funnel hacking, right? One of the books, Gerber. In the E-Myth, different frameworks people have is their proprietary process, right? It's how we get results, how we teach things, the process of getting things done. So if you're able to get results, put a name on it. I had a consulting client maybe last week, and he was teaching principles. And I'm like, the principles are awesome. The principles are great, but put them into a system and call it a process, right? Instead of the individual things, no, say, hey, here is my blah, blah, blah framework, or here is my XYZ system. Okay. So you got to have that. And then the outcome. Listen. People buy stuff because they want stuff, right? I only buy food because I'm hungry, right? People buy stuff with an intention or because I see this as a way of getting something I want. So you have to be able to articulate your amazing outcome. A buddy of mine got his realtor license. Shout out to Andre. Appreciate you. I see you. His outcome would be a safe, neighborhood, an affordable home, blah, 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 right? For me, we'll get to what my outcome is, what I'm able to do for people. But my buddy Del Toro, he's able to take speakers and really manage it so that they have an amazing presentation, right? You come to them with a presentation that's, when you leave, your presentation be like, what? People be like, shout out to Del Toro. But he gives you an amazing outcome. You have to be able to articulate what that outcome, and it really needs to be amazing. Okay. So you might be asking, Lee, can I see yours? Can I see a little bit of example? Sure. Why not? So, I went through this process, which I believe everybody should go through. So here is mine. So my personal identity, my name's Lee. I told you that part in Indeed. All right. My name's Lee. I'm a digital marketing consultant and a sales funnel builder. Right. I picked two because sometimes people want me to do the stuff. Sometimes people want me to just tell them how to do the stuff. Right. Because there are different price points. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When we tell you, hey, the consultant, I got you. When we do it, hey, the builder, I got you. Right. Audience identity. So I help product creators, churches, coaches, and service providers. So what I had to do was, because I would get people that, no problem, but I would get authors that didn't necessarily have enough product behind it. So I'm like, yes, you have the book, but we got to sell a whole lot of books if there's not a coaching program or something associated with it. I'm not a good person. I'm sorry. I'm not a good person if you like, hey, I created this software and I need somebody to sell this software. I would introduce you to somebody because I really deal with product creators, like digital product creators or even physical product creators, churches, looking to market themselves and get their business out there, coaches and service providers. So this is how this helps me and will help you. When I'm on the phone, hey bro, how you doing? Cool. So what do? Well, I have this type of business. And I'll be like, okay. I know I'm able to help 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. When they come with one that's not within my excellence and my genius, I'll be like, hey, I think we should, I should introduce you to this person. Right. So knowing who your audience is, you know who to say yes to because, hey, this will work. We put the little funnel dust on it and it just worked magic. And I know who to say, funnel dust ain't going to help. My funnel dust ain't going to help this one. So you might have to, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Let me introduce you to my buddy who's got software dust. Right? Who's got, ability to teach how to sing dust. Right? Whatever. So the other thing is your proprietary process, the methods you use. Like I have various different strategies, right? And when I would get on a call with a person, I take them through my straight A marketing system framework, right? We do the assessment. That's the first A. We do the alignment. That's the second A. We go through attraction, right? We go through activation. We go through achievement, blah, 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 blah. So I know I have my process, right? Proprietary process is compiled over years of study, years of and lots of money in high dollar masterminds to come up with this system. Wait, I don't think you did your face. Oh, it's like this. Right? And then the amazing outcome. So they'll be able to, you'll be able to sell products or services online profitably within 90 days, right? So if I'm talking to the right person and they meet the criteria that I have to working with me, we can get you selling less than 90 days, guaranteed, right? You just got to walk the process. You got to walk it out. So that's my declaration to the marketplace. So that's mine. Do you have one? Like if I came to you and I said, hey, Mr. Facebook viewer, now you're probably going to be able to answer what your name is. What's your name? But a lot of people will say, oh, I'm sometimes I see business cards. I'm moving it fast because I don't want people to see it. Sometimes I get business cards and it'll have like, I'm a this. Then on the backside, they say, on the weekends, I do this. Bro, thanks, but I'd rather have somebody that's specialized, right? It is what it is. So, do you have one of these? Your declaration to the marketplace. Let the marketplace know, hey, here I am, here I stand, watch me roar, right? Now, once you have the declaration to the marketplace, this is kind of for you to have clarity. Then you go in and you create your value statement or USP. I believe there's 3 things that we got to have on the value statement or the USP. I'm going a little long because I got to get it out. I got to get this off my chest because I want to make sure you're starting the year off strong. So I think there's 3 things that your value statement USP needs to have. Number 1, identify your target market. Wait a minute. Didn't we just do that on the last one? What? I'm leading the situation, right? You got to have a target market. Cool. Secondly, you need to introduce your desirable outcome that the target market craves, right? People buy things to solve a problem, period. Hey, I just went, my daughter's birthday's coming up. I went and bought something, right? I went and bought something because I wanted to solve a problem. The problem was I didn't have a birthday present. So I went and bought one. Horrible example, but it is what it is. So people buy something to have a result. That's why I wanted you previously to identify the result you can deliver. Because if you can deliver it, then, wait a minute, that's your problem? That's what I do. What? Give me your money. I'm sorry. That's what I do. What? I'm willing to assist if you're willing to proceed. Oh my goodness. All right. Third, you should describe or hint at the process, right? And that's kind of, if you have that proprietary process, sometimes I'll describe it and sometimes I will just hint at it and say, oh, it's a proven straight A marketing system, right? That we've used on multiple clients, etc. Right? So in your value statement, now you're like, okay, now what does that look like? Can I show you a multi-billion-dollar company that uses this similar framework? Can I show it to you? Right? Mine isn't multi-billion, so you just have to take mine. But I can show you somebody that a multi-billion, and actually you're going to know this company. You're going to know this company. When I looked at it, I say, wait a minute, this is the same framework. Actually, I looked at it, pulled the framework out, and then I was like, wait a minute, this got the same framework. Either way, here's how it is. It works. You know, I just pay attention. All right. The example is Geico, right? And here is the framework. Here is the formula or USB formula to start off with, right? I help blank target market, right? So I help single moms, or I think that adjective in front of the target market really helps, right? I help them get this outcome by this process, right? So it all layers together. At the beginning, we talked about, hey, having your process, having your target market in place. Why? Because you can have that value statement. So let's apply the formula to Geico. Geico says, I help car owners save 15% on car insurance by using a 15-minute quoting process, right? So that's the rough applying of the formula. I help who? Car owners do what? What outcome? Save 15% on car insurance by using a 15-minute quoting process. Now, this is the formula in rough form. Okay? Now, what Geico did was they said, hey, you know what? We're going to hire this multi-billion-dollar marketing agency, right? And so this is the result from the marketing agency, right? The multi-billion-dollar marketing agency. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. It's the same thing, right? So I'm giving you the rough, right? Because you can start with this formula and then you tweak it, you massage it. You massage it. That's the good massages, right? You massage it, you tweak it, and then you get it down to where it's clean and nice, right? And that's what Geico did. So I'm going to give you a couple examples, because I'm here to help you clarify your message. So value statement formulas. I, service provider, provide a product or description, product plus description to target market in order to, and then list the reward, outcome, or the benefit, right? Example, I provide IRS audit protection services to small business owners doing less than $500K per year in order to allow them to spend more time growing their business. Break it down real quick. The product, right? Who do you serve? What's the product? IRS audit protection services. Who's the target market? Small business owners doing less than $500,000, right? What's the benefit? What's the benefit or outcome? Spend more time growing their business, right? Let's do the next one. Coaching example. Hey, I show target market how to solve a problem by what process. So I show small business owners how to market simply and avoid confusion by implementing a few tested and reliable marketing strategies. Okay? Now, remember I said sometimes I describe the process and sometimes I use my proprietary name, right? Implementing a few trusted and reliable marketing processes, also called the Straight A marketing system, right? So hopefully these are helping you see that, wait a minute, can I, if somebody says, I call it the moment of truth, when you go to the networking meeting, hey, what do you do? Do you say, well, so what my company does is we take a person, right? So I'm a coach, and we take a person that needs to have greater, you'd be like, okay, cool. But if you have your formula, hey, I show small business owners how to market simply. Avoid confusion by using a few trusted marketing processes. That's what I do, right? Sometimes I'll say, I help small business owners get up and be selling online in less than 90 days, right? So depending on how salesy I feel that day, But anyway, that's too much information. And then the last one, service example. Hey, I give blank target market the service outcome by the process, right? So I help who? Busy parents. Do what? Maintain a healthy, uncluttered home. Now, what's the process? By removing the hassle of weekly laundry duties, right? So today, in the comments on this video, I want you to use one of the value formulas and tell what you do in the comments below. Also, share this with another business owner that's trying to figure out, how do I quantify what I'm doing? How do I get clarity? And what can I declare to the marketplace? My name is Lee Fuller, a.k.a. The Funnel Helper. And I think, you know what? Thank you for coming to the blueprint. The Fuller, blah. I was doing it so good, too. The Funnel Helper blueprint training thing. But anyway, put your comments below. I'm always interested in hearing feedback. If you want to reach out to me, hit me on Messenger. Let me know what you're doing. We can chat it up. We can talk if you want to. But getting clarity. At the beginning of the year, I always start with the foundations. I always start with clarity. And then we're going to go through the rest of processes. But you have to be clear on what you do. You have to be clear on what you provide. By getting your value statement down and by getting your declaration to the marketplace, this is who I am. This is what I sell. This is what I can do. And this is how I do it. This will make your year so much better because you can you can let people know what you're doing because people will buy if they know what they're getting. It is what it is. My name is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and I will talk to you next time. Holla!